Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we'll be reviewing the new Toyota Crown. Before we get in this video though, as always, if you're going to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Powering this is a turbocharged 2.4 liter 4-cylinder paired to a hybrid system and a 6-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 29 around town and then 32 on the highway, with total horsepower being about 340. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting off with the hood, this is where you can see the paint scheme is kind of interesting here on the Crown. Notice that the hood is all blacked out, and then this trim's blacked out, but then you guys can see the silver there. It's more of like a gray, actually, on either side, so kind of interesting. And then Toyota logo in the center. And then taking a look at these headlights, these look more like Lexus headlights than Toyota headlights. That's kind of the theme of this, is it's more like a Lexus. But anyways, you guys can see all the trim here in the center all blacked out. And then you got the front-facing camera there as well. And then this is interesting how it kind of like breaks up there at the bottom. Putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the looks here on the Crown. So coming around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 225, 45, 21 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see here with the wheels, you got the silver there. Notice how it's all blacked out in the center. And then we have this unpainted fender flare, which is kind of weird. You'd think that that would be painted black like the other parts. But anyways, you guys can see here with the gray, and then notice the blacked out trim here at the bottom. Then again, it's unpainted there at the very bottom, which is interesting. Mirror caps are blacked out, and then look at the door handles with the silver, or the chrome rather, and then the blacked out trim, kind of interesting. And then here's your full side view with the Crown. I think it looks really cool, actually, especially the wheels, it pops. Now here's a quick look at the key fob. We have our lock and unlock function. We got the opening here for the trunk, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And when it comes to the trunk, the Crown is kind of a larger size car, so it is pretty spacious back here. Again, this is supposed to kind of replace the Avalon in a way. Notice we have these pull tabs for the seats as well. And then when you're all done, you just gotta plop. Really interesting effect here with the light bar on the back. Then you guys can see all of the badges here on the back as well. And putting it all together with the two-tone paint job on this, I don't know how to feel about it, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just it's different. Now popping inside, it's soft touch here at the top and then also down below as well. We've got a little window control here. This is for the heated seat. And then you've got this for the JBL sound system. And then taking a look at the seat itself, really cool piping here on the side too. Perforated all down the center. Legroom back here is actually really good. You got a little storage pocket. We got some vent action, some USBs as well. And these seats, by the way, are very comfortable in the back. And this pulls down. This is kind of like a little cup holder armrest situation. Kind of interesting with the lid there. And then last but not least, headroom. It's pretty good. Now taking a look at the front door panel again, you've got the soft touch here at the top and padding down below. All of our window controls here, we've got our mirror adjustments, mirrors do power fold in. And then you also have your memory seat function, and then we do have blind spot monitoring with the mirrors too. And then taking a look at the seats, you guys can see perforated all down the center portion. We've got our adjustments here on the side. And then notice here for like the lights and stuff. And then the steering wheel is manually adjustable. So take a look at the steering wheel, soft touch all around. We do have paddle shifters here on the back for the 6-speed automatic. We got stuff for like our adaptive cruise control. You got volume controls, voice command controls, all of that. Controls for the center stack. And then you guys can see the stocks here on the back. And then taking a look at the gauge cluster, it's pretty cool. It shows you like the hybrid information there. Notice you guys can see what I've been getting when it comes to fuel economy, 27.5 miles per gallon. And then we do have the drive mode select. It has a cool animation with the different drive modes. Kind of shows the Crown scooting on through. I'll be completely honest, as I've been driving this, I've pretty much just kept it in the normal mode, but you do have a bunch of different drive modes you can use if you want to. Now this does have a 360 camera system. As you can see, you've got the backup camera and everything. Resolution on it's actually really good. Toyota's done a good job with improving their camera systems. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, you've got this shortcut bar here on the side, and overall response time with it is actually pretty good. You also have the energy flow tab, which is cool to see with the hybrid stuff. And then notice we actually have a physical volume control. And then I like this trim here, kind of matches what's on the seats. Now here's a quick look at the dash situation. Again, soft touch here on the side and then also kind of down below. We do have our dual zone climate controls, heated and ventilated seats as well. And then you guys can see here, wireless phone charging pad, and this is for the camera system turn on, your parking assist as well. Got some USB action, and then you can see the storage in this area. And then we have our shifter for that 6-speed automatic transmission. Your drive mode select, you've got this for stability control, your auto hold, and then your parking brake. And then this has the cool center console that opens up either way. Kind of funky. And then glove box, has good storage space in it. And then up top, you guys can see we've got some light controls and everything. We do have a panoramic sunroof here at the top as well. So here's a quick look at the window sticker. Again, this is a Platinum. We do have some options added to it, but there's your base MSRP, and then after all options, $55,217. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both of the mirrors, Joe Bon's wondering, throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, reverse out, and then we'll set off. So, setting off in the Crown, and I've been living with this for a week, so we'll kind of talk about what this is actually like to live with and all of that. First off, seats are really comfortable. This is a great daily driver. I've put quite a few miles on it, and then on top of that, it's just, yeah, it's actually a pretty fun car to drive. And I'll show you guys with the acceleration here. So pop it into the, whoops, wrong way, Sport Plus mode, so it'll get mega aggressive with everything. But yeah, I've actually been really impressed with how comfortable this is. I feel like this is more of a Lexus than a Toyota in terms of the, you know, how the interior feels. I mean, the price point's definitely there in Lexus territory, that's for sure. But also just like how this drives and everything, it seems like, yeah, it's weird that it has a Toyota badge, not a Lexus badge, but you know, it is what it is. So here, we'll get our acceleration now. It's not the fastest thing on the planet, but it moves at a pretty decent pace. Like it's got good power. The 2.4 hybrid powertrain does a really good job, and this is what's going in the new Tacoma, and then, you know, what will, it's also in the new Land Cruiser. So you guys, I guess, better get used to this powertrain and better learn to love it, because it's going to be in pretty much all of the Toyota SUVs and trucks that are not the big ones, right? Some other stuff with this. Wireless phone charging pad actually works pretty dang well. Cruise control with the steering assist, it's pretty good. Do have to intervene quite often, sometimes, just depends. So it's not a horrible system, but I've definitely tested out better systems than this. Other than that, I'm trying to think some other things you guys might care about. Sound system's pretty good. It's not like mind-blowing, but it gets the job done. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything covered. So putting it all together, I think that the Crown is basically a luxury Toyota. It should have had a Lexus badge, doesn't have a Lexus badge, and it's supposed to replace the Avalon, but it's like obviously more lifted, right? So it's easier to get in and out of and has more ground clearance, which is kind of weird, but it's this weird in-between car. I don't think Toyota expects to sell that many of these, to be honest. But I guess if you're looking for Toyota reliability, Lexus-like luxury, right? Toyota and Lexus is the same thing, but you guys get what I'm saying. So more of a luxury-based experience with Toyota reliability, and, you know, pretty fun driving experience. The Crown accomplishes that. Again, it's not particularly exciting. It doesn't do anything particularly amazing. It's just a well-rounded car. I think that's a good way to put it. It's just well-rounded. Let me know your thoughts.